First of all, welcome home to Big Meech. I salute to you, big bro. I heard he was a good brother. I never met him myself, but I've heard through a very reliable source that son was a good dude. And the streets say dope things about him. Um, in the news, or should I say, on these out here on these internet streets, Big Meech is in cahoots, in collaboration, in correspondence, cooperation with Rick Ross. They was in pictures, not pictures, videos. Rick Ross was in the. Rick Ross was popping it too. Pause. He was talking. He was real snide about it. You know what I'm saying? He ain't say nothing slick, but there was an aura of slick. Am I doing too much? Let me know if I am. You know what I'm saying? I will stand corrected if somebody who know Rick Ross could tell me something better or tell me something different. So we ain't getting no more BMF seasons. That's just it. I remember it was a situation where Southwest T and I believe 50 had some words online or whatever. I thought that would blow. That came and went. Pause. I thought that it would blow over. Pause. But now this is interesting to say the least. Um, because if anybody can remember correctly, 50 Cent's whole beef pause where Rick Ross started because Rick Ross was standing too close to Fat Joe when 50 and Fat Joe was beefing. Now look, Fat Joe and 50 cooler than a fan, and Ross still beefing with 50. They've been beefing ever since. And here we are, Big Meech standing next to Rick Ross. One could take that as like a declaration of smoke. It's very easy to misconstrue that. Or not misconstrue that, or very easy to read that as such. Right? I mean, that's the type of time 50 been on from, you know what I'm saying? His beef with Fat Joe was because Fat Joe was standing next to Ja Rule. Whole chain reaction. You know what I'm saying? So how do we think 50 is gonna react to Big Meech standing next to Rick Ross after whatever? I don't know the extent of their relationship. I know 50 did a whole TV series off of the work that the man put in real life. You understand what I'm saying? I know that it was, I don't know anything, but I assume it was some compensation involved. Niggas got money together on some level, I'm assuming. So what's happening here? Is this an act of war, declaration of smoke? I would like to think no. From what I've heard about Big Meech is he value money over beef, pause. You know what I'm saying? Like the stories say, like as the stories go, it was like he was the type of person who, like, he didn't even rule his soldiers with an iron fist. He ruled them with a golden fist, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like he paid niggas exceptionally well. He overpaid niggas. And if you mess up, then you mess up on that money, and nobody wanted to do that. I mean, as the legends say. I also heard from one of my own brothers, one of my family members, my bro, that in a prior situation, well, he had a situation with somebody. Well, it was a situation we had with somebody, right? And I don't know if it was Big Meech, but it was somebody from BMF that actually brokered peace between my man and some dudes who was on the other side. My man, that man of mine was Starang Wonder. Those dudes on the other side was somebody who ran with Junior Mafia. I don't know exactly who. That's a strange story, but I got it directly from him. You understand what I'm saying? And he was able to broker peace on some like, yo, this is my man. I'm getting money with these guys with such and such. Like this, you my man, they my man. Y'all can't be. You understand what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm not sure. I don't know if it was Big Meech. I don't know. My memory is interesting, right? But birds of a feather. You know what I mean? I mean, sometimes they don't, but most of the times they do. So if it wasn't Big Meech, it was somebody under his, you know what I'm saying, under his umbrella, and that was just the type of time it was on. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, I can't have y'all beef and blah blah blah. It ain't even, whatever, blah blah, whatever came of that. In this situation, if I was Big Meech, I would tell 50 and Ross, well, mainly 50. I'll be like, yo, you really don't got no beef with this nigga. Your beef really ain't about nothing. Your beef is because he was standing next to that guy, who was standing next to that guy, who was probably, you understand what I'm saying? You ain't really had no issue with this guy. Just neither one of y'all was willing to back down. And thus we have years worth of smoke. But it ain't about no money. We could probably get some money together. That's what I like to believe. I hope I'm right. If I am right, just remember I said this. You know what I'm saying? If I'm wrong, I don't like it. I'm not saying whether anybody's right or I'm not saying who's right or wrong, but I don't like it I don't like where it could go. You understand what I'm saying? I don't like where it could go. Like that. First of all parties involved are believed to be very serious about what they're serious about. You understand what I'm saying? Well, at least most parties involved. I don't know. Some people, like people to keep it 100. People question Rick Ross, you know what I'm saying, status and all that with the CEO stuff and all of that. But whatever. I'm not here to judge that. I'm just saying. I don't care what you did when you was growing up. If you're a millionaire, you can make things happen. You understand what I'm saying? And 50 Ross and yeah, it could. If it's malice in this whole thing, then it's too much potential for this to get too ugly because niggas got too much money and too many soldiers for it to be pretty. I'm just saying. I don't like it. As if I'm wrong. You know. But let's hope for the best, y'all. Let's see what it is. Because if it's not, this has the potential to be one of the worst beefs in, you know what I'm saying? I don't from my vantage point, it just seems like if they choose to engage, this would be, you know what I'm saying, the shaky. Pause, protesters, get your ass out of here. That's y'all. Welcome to the nation, Monster Nation, that is. I'm your host, the tour guide, the president, Mr. Monster Man Rocco, aka Wolfman Jab. I used to call myself Gruff Daddy when I needed a haircut. That's not aging well right now. But I'm your landlord, owner, tenant, janitor. I mop the damn floor with you if you don't follow the rules. The rules are you gotta like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications. If you're trying to be a tax-paying citizen of the nation, you leave us a super thanks or a Cash App. We actually prefer the Cash App, but y'all do y'all thing. Cash App will be in the description. Cash App tag will be in the description along with the Bandcamp link. That's there for all of y'all who would rather hear me rap than hear me yap. All my mixtapes is there from Slang and Rock Volume 2 all the way back to Shell Shock. And it's a new one about to drop there. So stay tuned. I mean, like this month. Yeah, check out the Winner Circle video. Check out the BCC video. Check out the Crownsville album with me and my brother Rusty Jukes. My sister Bernadette Price got a new single out there. Check that out. Smith & Wesson, my brothers, they got a new album. It's called Infinity. Check that out. All right. Made it to the end of this video. Then leaving me. Yeah, we stand with the peace signs. 4 peace signs. Rock on, rock going.